has been a growth in the literature. As you mentioned, your friend Jeremy Begbie, in his book, Beholding the Glory, he talks about that. And I remember, I think it was him that was talking about, there were two between the Protestants and Catholics talking about examining film. It may not have been him. Might have been that series that Zondervan did on cultural
Beholding the Glory,
exegesis.
he edited it and didn't, but it's a collection of essays by a number of different, I read the one on literature in there, but there is one on film and there's one on and that was a great book because it took one doctrine, the doctrine of the incarnation, and said, how can we look at that through the eyes of artists? Because one of the things that Jeremy says is not only that churches should support artists, but that the arts are one of the media through which we can do good theology, that we should do theology through the arts, that we shouldn't, it's not the case of the theologian sitting and thinking syllogisms in their study, and then maybe if you're lucky, they raid the world of the arts for a quick illustration, which has no actual effect on their thought. On the contrary, you want to take a great art like poetry and take a passage of poetry about poetry, like the passage from Shakespeare I quoted, and say, what does that do for my theology? How can I bring that back to help me reimagine perhaps an over-familiar piece of theology and suddenly see it in a tremendously new and exciting light? That's what the arts can do. I mean, people who do music or painting or song about rivers or the wind or fire are all providing something wonderful and rich for anybody who wants to do a theology of the Holy Spirit, because those are the three chief biblical images of the Holy Spirit. And the more an artist helps us to delight in and see what a stream or a blowing wind is, the more we will know about the Holy Spirit. You know, that's why I think Shelley's Ode to the West Wind is a great poem about the Holy Spirit, even though Shelley would not have said he believed in the Holy Spirit. But the poet Shelley knew better than the atheist Shelley.